Welcome back to IELTS Symphony. In today's Speaking Part 2 sample, we'll look at a common topic, a health-related problem you might have heard or read about recently. Now, the examiner will give the candidate the cue card and instructions just like in the real IELTS test. So, follow it carefully.
Now, we're going to move on to Part 2 of the speaking test. I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to speak about it for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to prepare, and you can make some notes if you wish. Here's your cue card. You may begin speaking now.
Recently, I read an article about the growing problem of digital eye strain, also known as computer vision syndrome. I found it on a health and wellness blog that I follow online. The article discussed how spending long hours in front of screens, whether it's a phone, laptop, or tablet, can seriously affect our eyes. It said that people often experience dry eyes, blurry vision, headaches, and even trouble focusing. What really got my attention was that this issue is becoming common not just among adults, but also children, especially since the rise of online learning and remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic. I read the article because I had been experiencing some of these symptoms myself, such as tired eyes and headaches, especially after spending long hours working on my laptop. The article offered some useful advice, including the 20 hours, 20 minutes, and 20 seconds rule. According to this rule, every 20 minutes you should look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It also recommended lowering screen brightness and taking regular short breaks. After reading it, I felt both concerned and motivated. I was concerned because I realized how easily we tend to ignore these symptoms. At the same time, I felt motivated to take better care of my eyes. Since then, I have been making small changes to my daily routine, and I can already feel a positive difference.
Thank you. That's the end of your long turn.
Now, let's evaluate this sample response and understand what makes it effective for a high band score. Fluency and coherence. The speaker maintains a steady pace and speaks clearly without unnatural pauses or hesitation. Ideas are logically organized, from introducing the health issue to describing where it was read, who it affects, and finally reflecting on its impact. The use of linking phrases like "what really got my attention was" and "after reading it" help the response flow smoothly. The lexical resource. The vocabulary is rich but natural. Phrases like computer vision syndrome, screen brightness, and eye opener show a strong command of topic-specific language. Collocations like seriously affect, tired eyes, and make small changes to my daily routine are appropriately used. Next, the grammatical range and accuracy. The speaker uses a good mix of tenses and sentence structures. For example, I found it on a health blog that I follow online. It said that people often experience dry eyes. Since then, I've been making small changes. These show accuracy and variety in grammar, both essential for a high band score. Although pronunciation is not assessed based on accent, clarity is key. In this response, the words are well articulated and easy to understand, with appropriate intonation and stress to highlight important points. Overall band estimate 8.0 to 8.5. This response ticks all the boxes: natural delivery, relevant vocabulary, strong structure, and clear pronunciation. Overall, it's a strong, realistic model for IELTS candidates. That wraps up today's evaluation. Want to practice your own Part 2 response? Drop your answer in the comments, and we might feature it in a future video. This is IELTS Symphony, your daily guide to a higher band. Subscribe for more.